Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Well, good morning and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Wednesday morning. Thank you for being here. And I must just start off by saying, some days are harder than others to come up and be here and share in community. But I also realize the importance of being together here and encouraging each other, even when times are hard, even when things are hard, even our world is hard to face at times. It's the only way. If we encourage each other, we stay together, we stick together. It's the only way that we can push through. And I'm sure you've all been listening to the news and you know what's been happening. And it's just with a heavy heart today that, getting up and trying to bring here and be happy together. But I know we have to move on. We have to encourage each other. And keeping in mind everybody in this world that is facing all the hardships and just a hard day to be out. A hard day yesterday, and I thought it would be a little bit better today, but it is still very hard. And just want to encourage you out there to hold on to your dear loved ones. We face a tough world, and I hope that common sense can prevail somewhere, and we begin to see changes in things like gun laws and so on. It's just too much. It is too much. But I'm still here. We're still here together to encourage each other. We're still, coming to the end of school and thinking of all those people affected, all the young lives lost, and just thinking too, I don't know what conversations you've had at your own homes. Just want to encourage you too that, it is through talking about these things, through sharing, and indeed through encouraging each other that we'll be able to get through. It is a Wednesday morning. We're here for a story, another one that has us looking forward to the summer, but also just wanted to talk about, issues that face us and how sometimes it's just so hard to come together and to wake up and to face this day when what burdens us is so much at times. Thank you for being here on Storytime, and I hope that still we can encourage each other and have a little bounce to go into this day as things unfold. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to everybody. Really appreciate you. And I hope that, your heart begins to get some healing from everything that is going on around us. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to all our Storytime friends, from Sarah and Nathan in a cloudy and rainy Illinois. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And I know that, you're you've had also lost a loved one recently. So I hope that you are well. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you for being here. Thank you. And Amanda West, thank you as well. Ali Amin, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. I know that you are here with us and we just appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed yesterday. I know it was your fourth birthday, a big one indeed. And thank you for being a part of Storytime and being a part of us, part of this community yesterday and allowing us to share in your wonderful day. We appreciate you being here and reading to us. Well, I appreciate being here with you. I think this is the perfect place for me to start. Indeed, my heart feels a lot better just being here. And I thought about it. I thought I might not turn up today, but no, I had to. It's so important that we're here together and we keep that continuity. We keep, the community together. We keep encouraging each other. You encourage me, and I hope that I do the same for you as well. Thank you so much for being here. Highly appreciated, Ali Amin and Jessica, and thank you for being here as well. Thank you so much, Amanda West, and of course, Nathan and Sarah. Hugs to you. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you so much. And yes, this is Storytime. Remember, you can find us on our Instagram. You can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as at our website at storytimewithmrlamada.com. Thank you for being here to you. Happy Wednesday. I wish you a happy Wednesday wherever you are. And indeed, I wish you the strength and courage. And of course, just continue to face this world. I know sometimes it burdens us, but we continue together, we can power through. Thank you so much for being here. We do have a lovely story to go with our day today, of course, continuing our theme this week of some things to look forward to over the summer. And I don't know what you will be doing, but maybe you will be looking for ideas to build a tree house. And I tell you what, this book today has all the secrets, everything you need for a tree house. And this one is coming to you from one of Storytime's friends, Carter Higgins, and of course, Emily Hughes. And this one is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them for allowing us to share books here. And of course, a big thank you to you for being here with us at Storytime. So Raya, thank you so much for joining in. And a big congratulations to you on your graduation. I hope that you enjoy next year. But of course, you have a great summer before that. Thank you so much for being here. And we do have a wonderful story to go together. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm glad that we're a part of your community, Soraya. Thank you for celebrating with us today and sharing your wonderful news. Thank you for being here. We will be getting started with our story very shortly, and yes, I just want to send you all love and encouragement, and of course positive vibes all around. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Let's get back together for our story after this short message. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the other side. All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I'm a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag, illustrated by Sally Warren Comport and published with Worthy Kids Hachette Book Group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love. We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. Lamada. Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, and we do have a wonderful book. Indeed, if you've not checked out 30,000 Stitches, it is a book of healing, and I think healing is what we need right now. So please check it out, see it. We did cover snippets of it here on Storytime. Check out my interview with Amanda Davis, but of course, find it at your local library and wherever else that you find books. Everything you need for a Treehouse is next, and it is here on Storytime. And this one comes to you from Carter Higgins and illustrations by Emily Hughes. And we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I hope you're ready for this one, and get comfortable, get cozy, and indeed enjoy this wonderful book that is coming to you today. Good morning to you. Made it on time, Braylon and Chad. And you say you're looking forward to swim lessons. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful time out there. Auntie Pam, good morning to you. And I don't want to assume too, whose swimming lessons are these? Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And let us get ready for our story. This one is called Everything You Need for a Treehouse. Yes, everything you need for a treehouse. Sit comfortably, join in, and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful book coming to you from Carter Higgins and Emily Hughes. And it is published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Oh, what's going on there? Everything you need for a treehouse. I always want to say, when I read this title, I always want to say everything you need to know for a treehouse. And then I have to catch myself every time. All right, here we go. Second take, or a millionth take, actually. Everything you need for a treehouse. How was that? This one by Carter Higgins and illustrations by Emily Hughes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And of course, we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Everything you need for a treehouse starts with time and looking up and imagining a home of timber and rafters in wrangled, nailed back. Do you have a space like that near you? Everything you need for a treehouse starts with time and looking up and imagining a home of timber and rafters in wrangled, nailed back. Your tree may need to stand mighty and alone with balconies of branches so you can fling your arms wide and scout skunks in their barrows and moles in their meadow. And moles in the meadow, even if you need binoculars and 10 tippy toes. Oh, yes, indeed. Your tree may need to stand mighty and alone with balconies of branches so you can fling your arms wide and scout skunks in the barrows and moles in the meadow, even if you need binoculars and 10 tippy toes. Have you had those moments? Oh. Or maybe it's one soldier in an army of trees, and from far away you have to squint to see which one is yours. Is that my turret or tangled crown? Is that my turret or tangled crown? A grove of generals, your refuge in the flora. Oh. Yes, indeed. Or maybe your tree is only one soldier in an army of trees. From far away, you'd have to squint to know which one is yours. Whether solo or squished, make sure your tree is tall. You will want to see sun speckles up close. Whether solo or squished, make sure your tree is tall. You will want to see sun speckles up close. Oh, that is a beautiful sight. Imagine sun speckles on your book. Tiny droplets of beautiful sun. Start with blueprints to sketch, a hammer to hit, some nails, and a saw. Don't forget a hard hat for your head. Oh, very important. Protective gear is important. Safety first. Start with blueprints to sketch. Oh, yes. A hammer to hit, some nails, and a saw. Don't forget a hard hat for your head. Oh. Then brace once and bolt twice. Raise a slat on some stilts. Ran a ladder up high. How's your treehouse coming up? Well, you're doing a great job. And if you haven't started yet, well, here's a plan for you. All the secrets, everything you need for a treehouse. With the scraps, you can build a box for the begonias and a picket for the zinnias. Here, tiny slugs, this feast is for you. You can have this marigold because seeds are easy to sow. Oh, yes, indeed. Watch out when you're in the garden for all our other companions out there, including the tiny slugs. Of course, you will need a swing or maybe a rope, some twisted twine or spun sugar and sap, a way to climb and sprawl out on a limb and slide back down again. Oh. Look at all the different tree houses in there. Which idea appeals to you the most? Of course, you will need a swing or maybe a rope, some twisted twine or span sugar and sap, a way to climb and sprawl out on a limb and slide back down again. Oh, that does sound beautiful. I do want to swing today, something to splash, swing and splash into the water. You should build yourself a bookshelf. Oh, just when I thought this book could not get any better. You should build yourself a bookshelf because you might want to sail sun-kissed seas or dig a hole through dirt and root rocks to the other side. Oh, yes. You should build yourself a bookshelf because you might want to sail sun-kissed seas or dig a hole through the dirt and roots and rocks to the other side. Yes. Books will allow us to do that one day. When you get hungry in your hideaway, you will be glad for the stack of snacks you stashed in your backpack. Yes, snacks are always a good idea. But be careful, don't leave them out there because if you don't want to invite unwanted guests, it'll be good to definitely clear out your snacks and the mess later on. Red licorice and dreepy peaches are my favorites, but if you like pistachios, those are okay too. The pirates like those, so we can spit the shells from our perch. What is your favorite snack? What is your favorite snack indeed? One you should bring to your treehouse. Do not forget to do that. Because like it says, when you get hungry in your hideaway, you will be glad for the stack of snacks you stashed in your backpack. Oh, absolutely. Make sure your sleeping bag doesn't have holes. Your socks either. The fuzziest kind, yes. It gets chilly so high, and you won't want to shiver under the pinpricked canopy. Oh, no, we don't want you to shiver. Please bring those fuzzy socks, the fuzziest you can find. If you're like me and you celebrate Christmas, maybe something came in your stocking last year or the year before. Bring those fuzziest ones. Oh, yes. Make sure your sleeping bag doesn't have holes. Your socks either, the fuzziest kind. It gets chilly so high, and you won't want to shiver under the pinpricked canopy. No, we won't. Oh, doesn't that look like a great party? I want to be part of it. It is so awesome. And books. But the stars will fall past your reach, and you will need a flashlight so you can make your own sky with spotlights and shadows. And you will think it was such a good idea, this pile of pillows. A pile of pillows, never a bad idea. Oh, yes, especially for a tree house. It can get hard on the floor. Should the shadows ever growl, it would be nice if your sleeping bag had room. You scoot that way, and I will scoot this way. And did you hear that bullfrog chorus? The best kinds of friends share squeezed hands. And they come with guts and a smile. Oh, yes, indeed. The best kinds of friends share squeezed hands, and they come with some guts and a smile. Oh, absolutely. Yes, there will be sounds of the night, and sometimes it can be scary. It is good to have somebody to squeeze your hands with. All right. You can spill secrets and whispers in a treehouse because the wind keeps them snug with the rustle, which is a hush you can feel in your bones. That's how you know it's safe. Yes, indeed. That's how you know it is safe. You can spill secrets and whispers in a treehouse because the wind keeps them snug with the rustle. Oh, yes, which is a hush you can feel in your bones. That's how you know it is safe. Oh, but if your whisper is broken, you can warble and yell. The thrushes will scatter and the barn owls echo, and the crickets will welcome the company. Oh, yes, indeed. Should your whisper be broken, you can warble and yell. The thrushes will scatter and the barn owls echo, and the crickets will welcome the company. Oh, yes, indeed. The begonias, the whispers, the sap, and the speckles. All part of a good treehouse. The begonias, the whispers, the sap, and the speckles. Ah. Everything you need for a treehouse starts with time and looking up. Oh, yes, indeed. Everything you need starts with time and looking up. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you enjoyed this wonderful revelation. Yes, the secrets to a treehouse. Everything you need for a treehouse. And this one is written by Carter Higgins and illustrations by Emily Hughes. And of course, it was read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in today on Story Time. Yes, things to look forward to this summer. Maybe you will be trying to build a treehouse where you are, or indeed you'll be sharing that idea with friends somewhere else. Thank you for being here. I hope that we continue, to have beautiful ideas to share, and you also have beautiful things to look forward to. And one of those things that I personally look forward to is being out in the wild, out in nature. And what better book to tell us about some of them than this one from Dave Eggers and Angel Chung. And this one is called Most of the Better Natural Things in the World. This is our list of beautiful, many beautiful sights that we find in nature. And we'll be talking about quite a few of them in this book. So get ready tomorrow to learn about a few more of these. And of course, after reading this, I hope that you can do some more research on the different ones. And of course, if you are, wherever you are, if you're around places, I hope you're able to go, whether it's the mountains, whether it's an ocean, whether it's to a river somewhere, whether it's to a marsh, whatever is around you, and enjoy that beauty, whether you have trees that flower or trees that are just beautiful to climb. I hope that you get to enjoy that. So join me tomorrow for the most most of the better natural things in the world. This is another one that always gets me. Most of the better natural things in the world. This one is coming to you from Dave Eggers and Angel Chung. And of course, it is coming to you as well from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So do join me for that one tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in today. Pamela Courtney, good to know. Thank you. Thank you. Said you're looking forward to swim lessons. And it is good to know that they are definitely for the homeschooling folk. Indeed, indeed. Braylon and Chad, I hope that you enjoy it. And I hope that by the time you come out on the other side, by the end of it, you will be as fast as sharks. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. And I'm glad that you have that coming up for you. Good morning to you, Capri, out in Italy. Thank you so much for joining us. And Andrea and Liana, I am so glad that you're with us here on Storytime. Thank you for joining us. Andrea Marks, it has been a minute indeed. Good to see you back here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And I love it that you're here with us. Thank you, Andrea and Liana and Capri. How old is Capri? I don't remember Capri. I can't seem to remember Capri. Thank you so much for joining in today. Andrea and Liana definitely sound familiar. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Chris and Mitchell Adams, thank you. You're saying good morning. Bolden, how are you doing too, buddy? I hope if you're home today, good morning to you. And if you join us later, well, good morning nonetheless. Always a good evening. Thank you for being here. And you say good morning from just you. Oh, it's just you in Vermont. Thank you indeed. And taking comfort in this community this morning. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. As you know, we've been listening to the news, and it is, like I said earlier at the beginning, there's certain days that are hard to come to Storytime and be here, but also remembering that the power of this community together, all of you just give me so much energy, and so I feel so much love from all of you. And that encourages me, that pushes me. That was needed today to get the courage to find the power, the strength to be here today with you all. Thank you so much for joining in, and indeed for being that strength, that pull that I can lean on. And I hope that, indeed together, by just sharing laughs and little talk here and there, I hope that it encourages you to also move into this day and enjoy it brilliantly. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. Pamela Courtney, you say, Carter Higgins, beautiful rhythmic language, and those amazing illustrations make a wonderful read. Always, always indeed. Thank you so much for sharing, Pamela Courtney. Absolutely appreciate you. Now all makes sense. Thank you so much. Capri is a little island in Italy. Now it makes sense. Thank you, Liana. And of course, Andrea Max. I've not heard of Capri as Capri the place. So thank you so much for joining us today. I thought it was another person. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. We're traveling abroad now. Well, enjoy the travels. Enjoy it. And you know what? It warms my heart that even as you're traveling elsewhere in the world, you're still able to carve out some time to be here with us on Storytime. Thank you so much, and continue to enjoy those travels. And of course, looking forward to the next space that you will be in. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. To everybody that joined us today, we appreciate you so, so much. Thank you for being here. One more time, good morning to you, Amanda West out in Illinois. And of course, Nathan and Sarah joining you as well out in cloudy and rainy Illinois. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. And Ali Amin, I hope you're well. Thank you for being here, and I hope indeed you had a beautiful 4th birthday. We appreciate you, and thank you for being here. Absolutely love being here with all of you. Please remember to join me tomorrow for most of the better natural things in the world. This one will be coming to you from Dave Eggers and Angel Chung, and of course we will be reading that one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely love it. I appreciate you 100-fold. Thank you so much, Amanda West, and of course Sarah and Nathan, sending you much love to you. Thank you. Sharon Lungo, good morning to you one more time. And of course, Soraya, the graduate, I hope you get to enjoy next year with your new peers and of course your new grade. I hope you get to enjoy it. Thank you for being here on Storytime. And of course, I hope you enjoy the summer before then. Thank you so much for joining in. Braylon and Chad, thank you so much for joining in. And indeed, keep looking forward to those swim lessons. They're closer and closer. And I know one of you said you're looking forward to not going to school, not having to go to school. Well, it is coming up very shortly. I hope that is soon for you. Today is the last day for school out here in Oakland. So indeed, breaks begin, but also those working summer school, it starts soon as well. And then summer in earnest begins. Thank you for being here. Chris and Mitchell Adams, thank you. No better place to be this morning than with you all here. Thank you so much for allowing me in your space and indeed sending those virtual hugs. I can feel the love and indeed feel this love in this community. Thank you for being here and indeed have yourselves a wonderful day. And from Capri in Italy, Andrea, Max, and of course, Liana. Good to see you back on Storytime. Thank you so much. Yes, and good to know that Capri is a place, not a person. Thank you for being here. Thank you for introducing me to that one. I will be looking it up for sure sometime. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Pamela Courtney, always appreciate your insight on the books we read, the guests that we have on Storytime, and indeed many things that we do here. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that everyone that is here has a lovely day. This has been Storytime for today. Yes, I know I seem a little bit down. It has been a hard few hours to be in the world, and as an elementary school teacher, just some days are harder than others, and couldn't take the news. I needed strength, but thank you so much for being here. I will see you again tomorrow for more story time and hopefully feeling a little bit better as we bring to you most of the better natural things in the world from Dave Eggers and Angel Chang. Thank you so much for being here. Please have yourselves a wonderful day. Share the love and indeed remember to say hello to a neighbor and indeed just go in this world, give yourselves a break, give yourselves, a little wiggle room. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves and thinking everything should be perfect, but no, life is a lot harder than that. And it takes navigation. There's ups and downs and so many things that happen. Give yourself a break. If something doesn't work right, try again, see how it can work. And indeed, if there's supports around, lean on those supports. It is important that we give ourselves a break. The world is hard enough as it is. Thank you so much for being here with me on Storytime. Sending you hugs and love, and I will see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Read me all of the stories. Some with people that look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be him. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be